Well, we just finished up the first month of 2026 and it was a busy month for us. But after I reviewed the numbers for January, I was a little bit surprised. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Alex Hughes with the North Pacific Homes Group and welcome to our channel. In today's video, we are going to be going over January monthly market update and exactly what these numbers mean. So for us personally, this has been our best January since we got licensed. But looking at the actual stats, only 339 properties sold, which was 20% less than January of last year and slightly down from December. At that same time, inventory still continues to rise. Currently, we are sitting at 2,624 active listings, which was 10% higher than last year. Now, what this is showing us is that we are no longer, of course, in that pandemic-driven, ultra-competitive market. Buyers have more choice and sellers are having to be a lot more sensitive to their pricing. The real estate board actually said that we are now towing the line between a balance and heading into a buyer's market. Now, breaking this down into property type, single family had 153 sales, which is a 21% drop year over year. Condos were at 109 sales, which was a 25% drop year over year. And townhomes remained steady at 53 sales for January. Because of the interest rate drops we had last year and this recent interest rate hold, we're seeing that the more affordable and mid-range properties are the ones that are performing the best. That being said, we have to pay particular attention, into where these properties are located. The Westshore operates very differently than the Peninsula and also the core. Now, obviously, everybody wants to know about pricing, and our board uses the MLS Home Price Index as opposed to just averages. So for January 2026, single family landed at 1,265,000, which was a 2.5% drop, than January 2025. Condos landed at 537,000, which was actually a 1.5% drop and still dropping from last month. What we're seeing is very different than what we're seeing in other larger markets such as Vancouver and Toronto. We're not seeing price crashes like we see in those larger markets, but prices have been softening. One metric we really like to use is the sales to active listings ratio, and this gives us a data-driven idea of if we are in a buyer, a balanced, or a seller's market. So if we're below 17%, that is considered a buyer's market. In between 17 to 28% is balanced, and 28 and above would be a seller's market. We are just towing the line, like I had mentioned, into being a buyer's market, but technically still in a balanced market. Again though, there are so many different micro markets in Victoria. The downtown condo market, although for the last year and a half has been showing a lot of pressure, downward pressure on it, we are starting to see some of these affordable prices starting to be picked up. Those $400,000 to $500,000 two-bedroom condos in older buildings, we're now seeing more people buy into them and saw a slight uptick in the pricing as opposed to going out to the Westshore where you have newer condos in that price range. Those ones seem to be struggling the most. Although the 339 sales are down from what we've seen in the previous Januaries, January historically has always been a slower month for the whole year. But there is one major difference that we've seen, and that's going to be our inventory. We've had more inventory than we've seen in the last few years, and if that inventory continues to rise, that's going to be considered the lid and not having our prices jump up like we saw in COVID. If inventory keeps on acting the same way and we still are staying within that balanced market number for the sales to active listing ratio, we will be in a more stable and more predictable market. So to sum everything up, sales are down, inventory is up. We're towing the line as Greater Victoria as a whole between a balance and a buyer's market. If you're looking to buy, it's one of the healthiest markets we've seen for you. If you're looking to sell, strategy matters more than ever, and definitely whether you're looking to sell or you're relocating to Victoria or you're looking to move into a different market, it is unbelievably important to understand how these micro markets are acting. And that's everything I have for you folks today. If you did like this video, please give us a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. If you are looking to make a move or you're wondering what's going on in your specific neighborhood, even specifically on your street, definitely please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're always happy to help provide any information that we can. Our contact information will be down below, and never hesitate to reach out. Thank you so much for watching.